Hello, welcome. Today let's try to solve another Leetcode problem 990, satisfiability of equality equations. We're basically giving an array of equations. Inside, there are just four letter or four character string. It can be A equals to B or B not equal to A, but the length gonna be 4. We just need to check if this is satisfied. For example, A equals to B, but B not equal to A. So it means not satisfied. So B have to equal to A. Yeah. And for this one, B equal to A equal to B. So it is satisfied, and we're gonna return a true. So how should we solve this problem? And this is a connected component problem. Yeah. Why? Because for example, if A equal to B, B equal to C, so C must equal to A. So this is why A connected to B, B connected to C, and then A should connected to C. So we can use the unified directly to solve this problem. Yeah. Let me just copy the unified template. Yeah, just for saving time, because it's not necessary to talk about the template every time because it's gonna be the same. Yeah, while you are preparing unified, yeah, you have to prepare some template like this. While you are writing each time, you're gonna remember why you use this type of template. So here, basically, I used the path compression as a rack. And then I also used the find to find it two steps. So here self.parent n equal to self.parent with the self.parent n. I just jumped to two steps. And then here this n is the same, equal to the self.parent n. So finally I gonna return a n. And for the union it's gonna be a same. I just needed to have a rack to check. Yeah, just to have a rack to check and make the path compressed. Yeah, basically, if you don't have a compressed path or you don't have this line, you can still it's gonna still work for the unified. This is just to turn the time complexity of O log n to O1 for the find and the union. Now let me focus on the problem. So we're gonna connect it with this component. So first of all, I'm gonna check if for the first pass, I'm gonna check inside the equations. If they are equal, I'm gonna connect to this A and B. So for example, I'm gonna connect this A and B and this A and B, this B and A. So finally, I'm gonna check some other equations. I'm gonna check if this B equals to A or not. Yeah. So if this B not equal to A, yeah, so I check a sign, it is not equal. But finally, if it is connected, so I'm gonna return a false. Yeah, because if they are not equal, it means they are not connected. But after I check using the find, if it is connected, so I'm gonna return false. If I didn't find such case, so I'm gonna return a true. Yeah. Now let me prepare the unified. So here we can directly use the API I prepared. So this API is just for the continuous numbers because for us this is just lowercase letters. It's gonna be 26 letters. So I'm gonna prepare a list from 0 to 25 as the representation of the characters lowercase a to lowercase z. Now I'm going to prepare the unified. So it's going to be UF, and inside it's going to be 23 letters. Now I'm going to look through the equations. So for S, inside the equations, if S1, so S1 is the part we need to check because there is an equal sign and not equal to sign. So we're going to have to check this sign. Yeah. So if this S1 equals to the equal sign, I'm gonna use union. So the UF dot union. But while I'm using union, I cannot use the letters directly. I have to turn the letters to numbers. Yeah. So I can use odd. So the odd with S0 and odd with S1. minus 1. Yeah, but this is just to turn this character A to numbers. It's gonna be 97. So we have to turn this 97 to 0 as I prepared for the unified. Because my unified is from 0 to 25. So I have to turn this character A to 0. I have to minus odd character A. And similarly, here I have to use a minus to this odd A. So this means for the first letter, this A and B, I'm gonna have a 0 and 1. So I'm gonna union this 0 and 1. So this is the first part. So this means all the component has already been connected. Now I'm going to use another for loop. So for S in equations, let me copy the code here. So if this sign is not equal, and if they are connected, so I'm gonna return a false. So I can use the uf.find. Let me copy this one inside. With this character equal to union.find. Let me copy the same code. And inside it's gonna be s minus 1 minus odd character A. So here just gonna be minus 1. So this means if it is a not equal character, this means they are not equal. But actually, I can find they are equal. It means it is contradicted to my resolution, not equal. So I'm gonna return a false. If I didn't find such case, finally, I'm gonna return a true. So this is the entire code. Now let me just have a check if everything is okay. So this is just the string inside of the equations. I'm going to check the second character. If it is equal, I'm gonna connect them. I'm gonna use the uf.union connected with the first and the last character inside of the string. And now I'm going to use another loop. I have to first check the equal first. After this loop, I use a second pass to check. I cannot check from here because they are not totally connected. I have to check all the equal conditions to let them connected. And then I use another loop to check if there is a not equal sign and they are still connected. I'm gonna return a false. Now let me just run it to check if it works. So here I miss parentheses, I think. And let me just copy the odd with this one. So the unified should be odd of the character here should also be the same. So inside this would be so what I mean is just this area is gonna be 0, and for example this area is gonna be 1 for this A and B, and inside the find it's gonna still be the same as 0, odd of the S0 minus odd A, and this is odd S minus 1 minus odd A. We just turn the characters to numbers. I still have some mistakes. Let me check. So this one minus this one, and this one minus this one. Let me check the find. The find is okay. Let me just run it to check. As you can see, it works. So next time I have to type, not copy and paste. It may make mistakes. Now let me submit it to check if it can pass all the testing cases. As you can see, it passed all the testing cases, and the unified is very useful to solve such kind of medium problems. And for the hard problem, normally if you can think of the unified conditions, normally you can still use unified to solve Leetcode hard problems. Thank you for watching. See you next time.